Hello, I am Meganova, and this is Pillow Talk, the show where I lay on my pillow and talk about whatever I just recently watched. And if you saw my previous video, I recently watched Storks and the Lego Batman movie, and this one is gonna be about the Lego Batman movie, as the title will have spoiled for you, I guess. Okay. So, yeah, well, as everyone else has pretty much pointed out already about this movie, it is great. It's another really great Lego movie. I don't know why the Lego movies keep being so good. Oh, I have heard that the Bionicle movie wasn't great. I haven't watched that, so I couldn't say. Also, I heard the Ninjago was a bit of a mixed bag, but other than that, overall, the Lego franchise, when it comes to movies and video games, they seem to just be on a roll and just doing great. I should play more of the Lego games, actually, thinking about it. I played some of Lego Harry Potter of the first 4 years, I think it encapsulates. I should definitely play more of that. But yeah, Lego Batman. Um, yeah, if you've watched the Lego movie, it's basically the Batman from there. They also have things in here that are kind of references to that they still have the whole master builder concept is still a thing in this movie too, which I really like because that's one of the things that really makes the Lego movies unique, and it makes it so that there is a reason why specifically it's a Lego movie and why it couldn't just be any other kind of animation. Like the whole master builder thing is a really unique thing specific to the Lego movies, and I'm really happy that they stay with that. I hope they keep that in any other Lego movie that they're gonna do. Because I think it's a great concept, and it shows even more the ingenuity and creativity of your characters, and through that also makes them more likable. So yeah, that's great. Absolutely, they should keep that by all means. Um, and I liked how heartfelt it was as well. Like the when you hear like the Lego Batman movie, uh, the first thing most people would probably think is like, oh, it's just gonna be a lot of silly fun, and it is absolutely. But there were also a surprising amount of really heartfelt moments in there. Like you get a whole lot of Bruce remembering his parents, and they kind of explore his whole reasoning for why he wants to work alone so much. Because they all too often it's not really explored or explained. I guess it. I guess a lot of people think that it's obvious why, but I still think it's nice to sometimes have stories where they actually go in depth with why exactly it is, and I find that very interesting. Um, and that also led to that this movie at in one particular scene actually started to have me being a bit teary eyed. Not gonna lie, I could feel the waterworks working, and I really did not expect that for fucking Lego Batman. Like I guess I just have to up my expectations when it comes to Lego movies, because so far the ones that I have seen, well, I've only seen two so far, but both of them have been amazing. Like absolutely great. Um. So yeah, I mean, if it wasn't obvious already, I absolutely recommend that you watch this movie. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it a thing where I give my recommendation early. So anyone who wants to avoid spoilers, like any kind of spoilers, I'm gonna try to avoid any major spoilers, but I have to spoil something to talk about the plot. But I'll make it a thing that I always mention early on if I recommend it or not. So in case that if you don't want to get spoiled, you can stop the video and go watch it, and maybe watch the rest of the video if you feel like it at a later date. Um. So yeah, if you haven't watched this movie, absolutely go check it out. It is amazing. It also kind of explores the relationship between Batman and the Joker. Um, that that is in a much more comedic light though, but it it's still something, and I did enjoy that part as well. So um, but yeah, the main plot is, well, Batman. He is the whole thing starts with that the Joker's planted a bomb. I know, big surprise, that never happens. Um, um, but he had been preemptive with this, and he had just employed like at least like a third of fucking Batman's rogues gallery. Like there were a lot of Batman villains in this movie, like a whole shit ton. Also, there were a lot of callbacks to like older things, like in the Batcave, there is a stand for the shark repellent from the '60s series. I greatly appreciated that one. That is probably one of my favorite Batman related memes in relation to the old show. Um, like it is very clear that the people who made this movie are massive Batman fans and know what the hell they're doing. Just closing this because I'm not eating from it right now, so it doesn't take too much air in. Okay, just some potato salad. Where was I? Oh yeah, and of course Batman defuses the bomb and everything's great. Um. But I don't know if I want to say too much more about the plot from here on, because it would be a major spoiler that I thought was a pretty interesting twist, where we once again see the Joker being smart as hell and actually tricking Batman into doing exactly what he wanted him to do. And also the thing is, this Batman, he is a lot more cocky. He's a lot more full of himself, but you also kind of get the feeling that all of this is actually just masking his insecurities. Like, I mean, that has been a theme for Batman for a long time, that he is like all this brooding and all this shit to mask his insecurities. But I thought it was a cool way they did it here, where he was this totally rad, cool-ish guy, but actually he is still the little insecure kid who is still mourning the loss of his parents. And honestly, my favorite character in the movie was Barbara Gordon. One of the one of the kind of side plots in the movie is that Jim Gordon is going on retirement and Barbara is taking over from him. She's becoming the new commissioner in Gotham. And she is not particularly a big fan of Batman. Like, she well, she doesn't want to oppose Batman as such. She just wants him to work closer with the police force rather than being a vigilante the way he is. Which, I mean, I can see where she's coming from. But overall, I thought she was the best character in the movie. And Batman has this massive crush on her. Which I guess isn't too surprising since there is this plot in Batman Beyond where it is revealed that Bruce and Barbara had a thing, and I think they had a kid? I don't remember if that character is actually shown. I think they are, just don't remember their name. But I think, I'm pretty sure that was a plot there. That was a plot point that was brought up at some point. So I guess it's not too far-fetched. But yeah, some things happen, which leads to Batman getting a hold of this thing that Superman has that can send people into the Phantom Zone. Which is established very early on in the movie, as in Superman banished Zod to the Phantom Zone, because well, Zod obviously is a villain. You can't just put in a regular jail. Like, that just wouldn't work. So yeah, and because of things that had happened earlier, Batman is like, I should send the Joker to the Phantom Zone, because he needs to be contained there, so he can't do too much trouble in the real world. But without spoiling too much, this is exactly what the Joker wanted him to do, and leads into the third act, which is basically one massive climax. And I think the best thing I can liken it to has got to be Weirdmageddon from the finale of Gravity Falls. Like, everything is just pure chaos, and there is giant monsters and villains everywhere, and it's like literally all hell is breaking loose, and it's fucking amazing. And also, some of the animation and effects in this movie was so great and so fucking smooth. Like, it was top quality. So yeah, once again, absolutely recommend it. I liked it even better than Storks. As I said, Storks, it was just a charming little nice movie, but this one is legit. Like, this is great. And it will probably tug at your heartstrings in certain points. So yeah, absolutely. If you are in any way a fan of Batman, go watch this movie. So yeah, that is it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and everything else down there. And you can find my Facebook, Twitter, my Patreon. I forgot to mention that in the earlier one. If you want to support me directly, since I'm not at a point where I can actually make money on YouTube or Twitch yet, so I would greatly appreciate that. Facebook, Twitch, Patreon, Twitter, and I recently made a Discord server as well. So if you want to have a chance to maybe chat with me directly at some point when I'm on there, you could go and take a look at that, and it will all be down in the description. And yeah, I hope to see you closer to Christmas. Bye bye.